Hi guys, Ativ here, and in this video I'll be talking about my prediction for the Titans schedule, and this is the second team I will be talking about in the AFC South. So without further ado, let's look at their schedule. So this is their schedule, and let's go right to game 1. So their first game is a Monday night game at the Broncos, and I have the Titans taking the W here, starting it off with a hot start. I feel like the Titans should be able to win this one pretty easy. I talked about this in my Broncos video. I don't think Drew Lock would have found his groove yet, and especially with Von Miller out, I don't think that the Broncos have the defense it takes to beat the Titans in this game, and I think that Derrick Henry will have a hot start, and A.J. Brown will come out mighty hot as well. So I think that the Titans should be able to take the dub here. In game 2, we have the Jaguars at Titans, and honestly, it's a rivalry game, but I'm going to give the Titans the win here. This should be a blowout game. I mean, like, the Jaguars are trying to tank harder than any team ever. Let's be honest here. So, yeah. In game 3, we have the Titans at Vikings. And I'm honestly going to give the Titans the win here. I would not be surprised at all, though, if the Vikings were able to win this game. I just don't think it is happening. I did this in my Vikings prediction. I had the Vikings losing. I mean, the Titans are a powerhouse, bro, and if Ryan Tannehill can play anywhere near how he played last season and won Comeback Player of the Year, then the Titans should be able to win a lot of games, and I do have them winning a lot of games, as you will see later in this video. Game 4, we have the Steelers at Titans, and honestly, this is going to be surprising, but I have the Titans losing this one. Like, I do think that the Steelers are a better team than the Vikings, and I'm going to have to give the Steelers the win here. Like, they have a great defense. Big Ben is coming back. James Conner should have a pretty good season, because I don't think that he'll be injured. And then Juju Smith-Schuster is probably going to have a pretty good season as well, I feel like. So, the Steelers and Titans, I feel like, are two pretty well-matched teams. I'm just going to give the Steelers the win here, because I feel like the Steelers are just a bit better. In game 5, we have the Bills at Titans, and I'm going to give the Titans another loss, so that's 2 losses in a row, because I feel like I always say it in all of my videos that the Bills come up in. The Bills have arguably the best secondary in the league with the Chargers, because the Bills have Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde, Tre'Davious White, and Josh Norman. And look, my friend always tells me this, you may not think Josh Norman is that good anymore, but Josh Norman and Sean McDermott used to coach Josh Norman, so they have a bit of chemistry there. And then you have Josh Allen, who could potentially have an insane season. You have Devin Singletary, who is very underrated in my opinion. And then you have John Brown, Cole Beasley, and Stephon Diggs. That's an insane receiving core, very solid. So the Bills are the meaning of solid, and I feel like they should be able to win this one. But this will be a good game, I feel like. In game 6, we have the Titans versus the Texans. And I feel like the Titans are going to win this one. But I feel like the Texans, they're not going to come out very strong in this one. Like, I feel like this game, this is going to be surprising, but I feel like this game might be a one-sided game, honestly. Like, I don't think that the Texans are going to have the energy or the confidence in this game. But I'm not sure. We'll see. In game 7, we have the Titans at Bengals. And I feel like the Titans should win this one. I mean, I'm not sure if the Bengals would have found their chemistry yet, especially with Joe Burrow. And, I mean, the Titans have enough chemistry to the point where I think that they should be able to take the dub here. It may or may not be easy. I cannot say that at all yet. Like, I need to see how the Bengals are going to play this season. Because through 6 games, that's a pretty good amount of games. So the Bengals, they could come out strong here, but I don't see them winning versus the Titans. In game 8, we have the Bears at Titans. I'm going to give the Titans the win here. I mean, I haven't been very nice to the NFC North when it comes to the Titans. Like, the Titans, I do have them sweeping every single team they're playing in the NFC North, which is going to be surprising because the NFC North has 2 really good teams. But I just don't think that the Bears have what it takes to beat the Titans, because the Bears have a defense, but the Titans have Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, and Ryan Tannehill, and then Johnny Smith is on the rise as well. So the Titans, their defense is okay. I mean, they lost Logan Ryan, but they still have Kevin Byard, and they got Jadeveon Clowney, so I'm not sure what to think of their defense right now. It might be really good, It might be really bad. It might be in the middle. I'm not sure. I have them going like middle to low. Actually, they did get Vic Beasley as well. I guess I'd have them going maybe top 17, top 18 maybe, but I think that they should be able to win versus the Bears. Game 9, we have the Colts at Titans. This is a rivalry, but I have the Titans winning this one. The Colts have a defense, don't get me wrong, and I feel like this might be a defensive matchup, or Derrick Henry might just light the Colts up in this game. Like, I think this is going to be a close game as well. It's a night game, so this will be an interesting one to watch. Like, I will want to watch this one. In game 10, we have the Titans at Ravens, and honestly, I'm going to have to go with the Ravens winning this one. I mean, I don't think that the Titans have what it takes to beat the Ravens. Like, the Ravens have an offense, Lamar Jackson, Mark Ingram, J.K. Dobbins, Marquise Brown might have an insane season, and they have Mark Andrews. Like, the Ravens are stacked. I mean, their offense could be better, don't get me wrong, but, like, they still have a pretty good offense for the record, so I have to go with the Ravens taking the win here. Game 11, we have the Titans at Colts, and honestly, I have the Titans sweeping the Colts, just like I had the Ravens sweeping the Colts, and that's the Texans sweeping the Colts, and that's gonna surprise a lot of people, and I would not blame you if it did. Like, I would not blame you if you disagreed with me at all. I don't see the Colts winning versus any of those two teams. Maybe they might win versus the Texans once, but I don't see it happening. I just think that they don't have the chemistry yet, because they got DeForest Buckner and Phillip Rivers, who are two new players to the team, and don't get me wrong, they're two pretty good players. DeForest Buckner, I think, is a bit better for his position. It's just that they need that chemistry that they haven't built yet. So, yeah. Game 12, you have the Browns at Titans. I'm going to go with the Titans winning here. Like, the Browns, if they can play to their potential, they'll be a great team, right? I mean, you have Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham, and Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb's really the only one that doesn't even, like, yap his mouth, and I feel like he doesn't get the credit he deserves. But on your defense, you did get Andrew Sendejo, and you have Myles Garrett, but, like, I don't know about the Browns' defense, man. Like, that's an iffy for me, but I think that the Titans' offense will outplay the Browns' defense by a lot, and I think that the Titans should win this one. Game 13, we have the Titans at Jags. I have the Titans sweeping the Jags. I mean, it's the Jaguars. In game 14, we have the Lions at Titans. I have the Titans winning this one. Again, it's the Lions. In game 15, we have the Titans at Packers. I have the Titans winning this one. And this might surprise a lot of people, but I feel like the Packers defense, I'm not sure about how good it will be. Like, I mean, sure, you have the Darius Smith and Jair Alexander, but I don't know. Is two players really that much at the end of the day? Like, sure, Jair Alexander is one of the better players for his position, and so is the Darius Smith. But I don't think that they're going to be able to stop Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill, and A.J. Brown, and Jonnu Smith. Like, that's a really good offense, and I just don't see it happening there. In game 16, we have the Titans at Texans. And honestly, I'm giving the Texans the win here. I don't see the Titans winning this one. I think that the Texans are going to want vengeance. They're going to come out with a lot of confidence, and they're going to win here. And I have the Titans going 12-4. So that's a lot of wins and losses. Or not a lot of losses, though, compared to their normal 9-7. So tell me if you disagree with the comments below. And yeah, that's the end of the video. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.